Martin.
Yes.
Wake up. Martin, did you catch that latest episode of Mandy and the Kid? The adventures of Mandy and the Kid. I heard one person describe this as a homeless single father who's trying to have the best life for his small child. This is a movie I should have brought up earlier. One of my favorite movies of the year is DTmerch.com. Fuck you!
That wasn't that good.
That shit was so convoluted.
But you didn't see it coming. Yeah, get the hell.
Because we expect better of you.
No, you don't. You didn't see it coming. I still got you. I got it. I'm shut up. I'm gonna throw this classic black truth and white logo at you. If you keep messing. Don't let me hit you with those heathers over there. Let me slide these slides up your ass. Along with everything else that we have, you're new to Double Toasted on Twitch, then you're probably new to DTmerch.com. Get in there and represent. Thank you, Alec. Alex said that was awesome. You caught me off guard. Thank you, Alex.
Okay, even if you know how to take care of kids, you know he's valuable, right?
Yeah, people, they tell you people are after you. If you saw the latest episode of The Mandalorian, look, everybody is talking about this, and everybody has been pretty positive about it. And everybody's still, some people are split, but people are still saying, hey, we got 3 episodes left, not ready to give up on this. But some people are saying, yeah, that's what worries me. I'm not sure if I want to see the direction that this is going. For one, The Mandalorian is the worst father in the world, man. They're telling people there are people coming for you.
Yes, there's trackers.
There's trackers. Yeah. And he just left that boy up there by himself, little baby Yoda. And I didn't even try to put him in a crate or something. He just walked out the ship.
Yeah, left it open.
Left the door open.
Yeah, that's like not just leaving your kid in the car with it unlocked, but leaving the door open as you walk away.
Yeah. Left this boy on this ship all by, pretty much a toddler, with the ship wide open. Mm-hmm. That is, you're right. That is actually like leaving the house with a 2-year-old with the oven still on and the door wide open. That's one of the things I thought, okay, ain't nobody thinking this through. I mean, even if you ain't worried about being a father, at least know that you got valuable cargo. Damn, you just pissed off a whole guild of bounty hunters to protect this kid. And you're just going to walk off and leave it.
And it's not like he went to go get a soda. He went to go look for work and do a job.
He went to kill somebody. Yeah. Well, maybe that was good then. Maybe he just didn't want to show the kid death. With the Mandalorian, this particular episode, we're talking about episode 5. We know that the Mandalorian has precious cargo under the form of Baby Yoda. He doesn't know what the Empire wants with Baby Yoda, but he does know that they're going to destroy the kid. And turns out that, look, I ain't that asshole Boba Fett. I got a conscience. I got a heart. And I can't let them kill a kid like that, especially one that Disney wants to sell lots of toys on. I've been told by the mouse not to destroy this kid because we got a lot of merchandise.
Valuable.
Yeah, I got a lot of merchandise. But got a lot of merchandise to push out there.
That's what the Empire wants to do.
We're at this point now where it's not just he's carrying precious cargo and avoiding all the other bounty hunters that are after him. But he's just trying to survive now. He's got this kid. He's got to feed him. He's got to earn money to do things and earn some cash or some credits or whatever they call it. So he tries to get this mechanic to keep the kid while he's going to get his next target, his next bounty. And there were a lot of people. I think that's the plot of this, of him, not dealing with Baby Yoda or anything, but him having to stop and earn money. As you said, it's kind of a side mission in the game.
The side quest. Yeah.
Side quest in the game. And I think that's what a lot of people are split on with this. Also, this might split some people too. This is taking on the form of a TV Western probably more than any other episode. Out there,
more than ever.
Yeah, it could be for some people very cool, or it could be for some people to a fault. The name of the episode is The Gunslinger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is that the name of it? I mean, I guess it kind of started more like a Western movie, But now we're getting into that feel of a 50s or 60s Western TV
Yep.
series,
Yeah, exactly.
where you have episodes like this.
Yeah, you do.
Filler.
Yeah, you do. And you know something? I actually like that they're adopting the Western the Western TV show format to a certain extent. What I like about it is that in every episode, listen, when you did a TV Western, what do cowboys do? They shoot each other. Mm-hmm. And almost, not all of them, but almost every episode, you're required to shoot some cowboy, and all of them are required to do, you know, or that turn.
Yeah.
And I always shot him in the gut.
Yeah, always the gut.
Or
It was always the best when they could fall off a roof.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Fall off.
It's always like when they ride in the ground a little bit, just and then
yeah. No one ever got shot in the head. There was never any blood.
Yeah.
And sometimes you shoot up a room and you don't even know if you got people. People just kind of like, well, f- it, everybody else is going down. I love those shootouts, man. Those were times when the Cowboys, they shot people just because. I'm in a bad mood.
Damn.
Did you see those? That one dude like,
Shot him on the way down.
no reaction, by the way. Either
I
from that guy.
know. And I like the other dudes. They're just kind of like, ain't none of my goddamn business. Look at
They sure did. All right.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Give him a chance to say excuse me.
He shot every motherfucker but the one that made him mad. The one that he shot everybody but the one that pissed him off.
Nowhere near that guy.
Nowhere near that guy. It's like they said, F- aiming takes too long. I'm just gonna shoot up everybody. Wow. Shit, we know with bad shots. F- it. We just hit everybody. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, the guy joined in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're shooting too? You're shooting? Oh,
Yeah.
That's costing a little joke.
Run into my friend. Yeah. Wow. Now this is bananas. Those two guys is Haas and Little Joe. They're actually good guys.
Yeah.
I like to think this is an episode where they actually just turn bad one day.
I wonder, or if they're doing like some guys came into town who look like them.
Yeah.
Shooting the place up.
yeah.
They have in this episode some of the same cold-blooded moments, and I like that. That's one of the things I can say. They're not going to show. It's just like the westerns we saw. You're going to see somebody die and get killed, but it's not going to be very graphic. And they were doing this in this series here too, especially in this episode. But I agree with what you said.
What
and
do you say?
I want to hear how you feel about it, because you might feel different about it, because a lot of people very much are split. You said last night that it is a western, but to the point of
A fault.
yeah, it's a western to the point of being to being a fault. It's generic. How do you feel about that point though? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and kind of to that point, where this is unlike a lot of those westerns at the time, where you had, how many, 20 plus episodes per season. This is the thing that has 8 episodes, and a lot of them, just for this one season, a lot of them are like a half hour. And so you're already doing filler for a show that only has 8 episodes. I think that's a huge mistake. You got to get to the plot of your story every single episode. And when you're just having 2 already that just feel like inconsequential to what's happening, I think that's a big issue.
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, on paper, everything you're saying, I completely agree with. And you're right. Only 8 episodes. You ain't got time to be bullshitting around.
Yeah.
Now, I will say it doesn't bother me as much as because those Western shows you
Yeah.
showed, I grew up with those. And so
Yeah.
it's not so much that like, oh man, I want that back, but I'm already in tune with that rhythm of things. So it doesn't, bother me so much. And I could see that in the Mandalorian from the beginning.
Yeah.
This kind of thing going on. So that it would do that now. It's like, yeah, okay, that was always one of the ways it could go. I would prefer that it was a little better, not so sloppy Joe like this episode was.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think this episode is necessarily inconsequential because of what happens at the end. I think it's all about setting that stuff up. Because a lot of times I've seen shows where it felt like some episodes where filler had some things that were like, oh, that's a one-off. And then by the time it got to the last episode, it was like, oh, shit, that actually came into play later.
Sure.
And we just didn't know it at the time.
Yeah. And maybe that would be something that happens here. I'll have something to say to your point, but it's funny because I'm kind of caught between you because they even put right here, but being a fan of old TV westerns, there were certain things I recognized in the format I recognized, and I did like it because of. But I like that aspect that they were trying for that. You mentioned that we have these characters that come in, and then they're gone.
Guest stars,
They're not coming back now. You said this too. Old westerns did that, man. They had actors of the week come in.
Mm-hmm. Because the studio had them under contract, so they would pop into a detective show or a western.
Or a western, yeah.
As we saw in Once Upon a Time
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Hollywood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the people that they got. Okay, so
That's the
the
problem.
guy that played what is his name?
Toro Kincaid.
Toro Kincaid. If you watch the
Bobby
episode,
Cannavale's son.
Yeah.
that's Bobby Cannavale's son, man. Toro what's his name?
Kincaid.
Kincaid or something. Yeah. If you watch the episode, he plays a guy who wants to get into the Bounty Hunters Guild, and I just don't think that he's not terrible, but I don't think he was that good.
There's a line that he says in this. This is my first time. And I'm like, acting?
I was like,
Yeah.
damn, why you hurting like that? Chris Herman, why you hurting
I'm
like
giving my
that?
honest opinion. What can I tell you?
I didn't even like his look. He looked like
That earring. Don't
That
have an
earring.
earring.
he looked like a street thug from a 90s cop show.
He did.
Kind of, you see it? Little
He's
bit?
like television's version of like a punks on the street or something.
Yeah, he looked like he should be in 21 Jump Street or something.
Yeah.
I tell you what I did like about his character, though. I like that his character ended up. Now, here's where we're getting some real spoiler stuff, so don't if you don't want to hear this, then tune out. But I did like that he ended up being an asshole. I didn't see where this was going at all with him.
I like that he ended up being smarter than we thought he was going to be.
And smarter than we thought. Yeah,
Because even I was thinking, I was like, okay, one, it's like, yeah, I know what she's doing. But I also thought, I was like, the way she laid this all out, there's a way to play this. That's not the way she's thinking about. And he sure enough caught on to it.
I didn't like the actor too much and ruin it for me because I like what they did with the storyline because the storyline even got me. Because if you watch the episode, he's trying to be a bounty hunter. He's left with their target, their bounty, and Mandalorian. He leaves, and we're all thinking because I told you this. I said he's gonna f this all up, and he ended up being a little smarter. He ended up being, like I said, a bigger asshole than we thought. And I like that, he was shot because my whole thing is, like with Baby Yoda here, now we're bringing in the cool sidekick for the kids.
Oh, I never thought that.
I never thought that either.
I thought I was so scared. I was like, I'm glad they shot his ass. Like if he's like the cool teen sidekick, to go along with it with the Mandalorian,
Sure.
I'm out. I'm done.
Apprentice. in a
As
way.
much as he was naive, he still had just a little bit of a sleaze factor.
Yeah,
going on.
I know. I liked it, and again, it was like westerns, man. You get that asshole character. It's like, all right, by the end, we got to shoot somebody.
Yeah,
it's got to be you.
Sure, you get your main character, and they team up with somebody, and they have kind of a good back and forth, and you're like, oh, I like this. And then something gets revealed, you're like, oh shit, y'all, you got to go.
Yeah,
I think that was the thing. So I didn't feel like they had a good back and forth. And that's why it didn't.
all right.
Yeah, that's why I just didn't like it. So I'm like, okay, so clearly this guy is gonna just last this one episode. Something I thought he was gonna mess it up, but the Mandalorian's gonna be the one who's gonna end up killing him.
Yeah.
So
I guess the character that I thought was a little uneven in tone for this was Amy Sedaris as the mechanic.
No. Right off the bat.
Yep.
When she starts talking about carbon scoring.
oh my god, yeah,
and I
that
was
line.
like, why y'all doing this?
How you said that line? It looks like you have some carbon scoring up there.
like-
That's a fuel leak. I guess I can repair it for you. It's gonna cost you extra. It's like, what's happening?
I know.
Are you a character from Fargo?
Yeah.
And she, man, this is some shit straight out the Christmas special. She might as well
Yeah.
be B. Arthur or some shit.
Well, even like a lot of those scenes she's in, it was very obviously a green screen background.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this looks like when you go to Disney World and you're watching on one of those event rides and they have somebody come out and they're like, well, the Empire is in this sector, so I need you guys to stay in your seats. And I'm going to fly us through this asteroid field, but I think we can make it.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah. No. She was there to like be that sort of comedy relief character where it didn't even match with the series. And she was there to hold that f***ing Yoda like a toy so that they could sell
Yep,
that
yep,
doll.
yep.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, someone that don't even need to come in. That one did. that character got on my nerves. That she was there, like I said, she was
Right
there
off the
to
bat.
cuddle Baby Yoda and make a commercial for this episode, which they're doing. That's something that's bothering me. They're doing this in every episode now. Last episode, little kids walked up to Yoda. Can we play with him?
Yeah.
That was a commercial for the toys when they come out, and they played with
Yes,
him
you
like a
can,
toy.
in March.
Yes. Pre-order now. You too. Ming Na Wen, I believe is her name. They played her up like a badass, and it wasn't long for she caught a laser to the gut, laid her ass out. Yeah, she did that, and did that whole look. Like, what did you
She had the look.
Yeah, she did it.
Straight
up Western.
I didn't mind so much because I was just like, yeah, she thought she thought she knew what she was doing.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Because you thought she was gonna be a badass. Because that's what they listen. They got y'all.
They did.
Because everybody thought that she was gonna. Come on, y'all. Because she Asian. A lot of people thought she was gonna be a badass.
I mean, she was.
She was.
She held her own.
She was,
But they
yeah.
thought she was going to be like a lasting,
Character.
force. I mean, not force,
Yeah,
but lasting foe or
Yeah, because you
recurring
could
foe.
totally see her tricking this dude, getting away, and then having her out there. Something to deal
Yeah.
with later.
Come back
maybe,
again.
Maybe they team up later.
they
or
thought
something.
she was going to be because she's a badass Asian. She's going to do some ninja shit. She's going to be a recurring antagonist in the show, and they laid her ass out in the dirt real quick.
Yeah, very fast.
got a laser, got some light to the gut.
About 5 minutes of screen time, I
Yeah,
think.
but she lasted less than half this episode, which I'm cool with because that was unexpected. I'm
was.
fine with that. My problems are with what the Mandalorian is now, and I'm trying to find certain pictures here. Like, you guys, you hit it. There are bigger issues other than these smaller things. Everything that I was complaining about just then, there's smaller things that I can kind of let slide, because I'm familiar with the format. Now they're doing what we thought it wouldn't do. John Favreau said this is a whole new world. Not, but still in the same galaxy, but we're not seeing some of the same characters coming back. You're not going to have now he didn't really say this, but it led us to believe that perhaps we're not going to be doing as much fan service. We're going to do some,
Yeah.
but not as much. And I'd be damned, that first episode, Yoda. But hey, it's a cute Yoda.
He's younger.
Past one episode, but it's a twist on that. Yeah. Okay, we were fine when they were doing twists on things.
Yes.
There's a planet that kind of looks like Tatooine. These are gangsters and bounty hunters that kind of look like things that we've seen before.
Yes.
But I'd be goddamn after that fight. He's like, I got to make a landing in Tatooine.
Mos Eisley.
Mos Eisley. Go back to Mos Eisley. And here's the funny thing: out of all the planets, you landed on Tatooine. Out of all the cities, you go to Mos Eisley. Out of all the bars on that street, you go to the one that Han Solo went to. And not only do we go to the same bar that Han Solo shot Greedo in, but we sit in the same booth. That's like, come on, y'all. This is the famous McClunky booth right here.
That's their renamed
McClunky.
It's the name of the bar, actually, now.
The last words uttered in this bar, this booth right here, McClunky. To me, that's a little too much, man. It's like, all right, did we have to do that? I don't even mind going back to Mos Eisley, man. That's a little too much. But
Show more of it. Show different sides of
yeah.
it. That's awesome.
Wow,
But-
I know y'all got more bars on this road. Y'all probably got all kind of whorehouses and all kinds
Yeah,
of
it's like
shit.
6th Street on the other side.
Yeah.
But if you got some bounty hunter work you need, that's where you go.
There you go.
bar.
All right. You know
The
what?
cantina is the place.
Yeah, to me that is something that gets to me. Now we're doing the fan service that I'm like, all right, this is where even down to the point where you just literally threw them in.
They apparated.
The sand people, man. They pulling that Walking Dead shit where they just teleport behind people.
I was like, that can't happen.
like you didn't see them walking up. You would they in sand. You would have heard crunch, crunch, crunch. That part is like you're like, I wish I could see a sand person.
Look behind you.
I know. I wish one of them was here. I'd tell him something.
That's sand people for I'm here, bitch. Yeah, even popping up like that, they teleported in there, and I was like, all right.
I forgot that happened. Actually, of all those things they did, the sand people didn't bother me. It only does in the context of adding up so many things.
Yeah.
I didn't mind them
episode.
being there. I just give a better introduction than popping up.
I mean, because we never really got to know much about them.
Yeah, I don't mind them. Like Jawas, we saw Jawas.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that
Yeah.
he got. got robbed and punked by Jawas, man. A gang of Jawas. Like I was talking about before, like maybe my expectations was set up, but I don't like I don't like the fan service, and that's just a personal thing with me. I will say this. They even do fan service as far as even setting things up for things that we know aren't going to happen.
Yeah.
And they do this by design. They want us to think this. They even want to conjure up images of something when we know it's not going to happen. So we were talking about this last night, and I did not know. I didn't even think about it myself, and I didn't think that it was this character. Now, at the end, you saw some feet walking. Who do you think that is?
I do not know.
I was the same way. I have no idea. You were saying that there was one thing that made people think something.
There's a sound effect. There's the sound of spurs hitting the ground.
Okay.
Like that's what the character has. Now, what character from Star Wars has that sound effect applied to them when they walk? There's one in particular.
I honestly don't know.
I didn't know either, man, to tell you the truth. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because a lot of people are way more into Star Wars than I am.
Yeah,
sure.
Because I'm not watching the animated shows
Yeah,
or
of course.
reading the books.
Same here. I'm not reading the book. I'm reading a Star Wars horror book now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you probably-
Dead Troopers, is that what you're reading? Or what is it called?
Dead Troopers.
I know what you're
Troopers,
talking
yeah,
about. Death
yeah.
Troopers, that's it. Yeah. But in the Empire Strikes Back, that's the sound he makes, and Return of the Jedi is the sound
Yeah,
he
so
makes.
now they're assuming that
Man,
this
yeah,
is.
I swear, I've always made such a big deal about Boba Fett, and when I'm watching the movies, I'm like, he's barely in any
That's a
of these.
problem with him. Yeah, he's a problem.
You're exactly right. It's the expanded literature that they went into afterwards, like the Legends material, where he's actually really interesting.
Yeah, they're not going to bring him in here though. That's not him.
Didn't I see him die?
Yeah, no, I told you he flew out with a jetpack.
He flew out. Yeah, he
okay.
blasted himself out.
he had a jetpack. He's a bad motherfucker, man. But that ain't him.
Yeah, no.
No, I can tell you who it is. We talked about it last night. It's Carlos,
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito.
That's
man.
who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, why y'all even front like this, man? Why y'all getting excited for some shit you know ain't happening? Even then, they're trying to get you to think. That's how they're fooling you. You know, they're depending on fan service so much that they're bringing in. They make you think they're going to bring in characters. Well, they said we're not doing that.
They're setting up people for disappointment too.
Think
when
so.
they do something like that, like the biggest of the fans.
Okay,
You know,
I
for
was
the
I
Uber
ain't
Star Wars
disappointed.
fans. Yeah. No. I that's the one.
Like,
element.
you.
I'm
Speak
excited
for yourself.
I'm excited to get back to the main plot because Giancarlo Esposito in the show. I mean, yes, that's what I want to get to. Let's with the Empire going after this kid. I don't need all this filler stuff. Let's get to the main series.
See, that's my problem with where it is now. I think a lot of things that I'm having a problem with, fan service excluded, comes down to the time format that they're working with here.
Yeah.
When you watch these, when you go and you watch these old westerns, they were episodic.
Oh, very much so.
From the very beginning, they never set up an overarching story.
Yeah. There's like whatever happens in this episode will have no effect on any other episode in that series.
Yeah, the Mandalorian isn't structured that way. They've set this up to tell a progressing story, an overall arc here.
Yep.
But it did feel like just filler at the moment, and I was like, all right, you know, for a story that's or a series that's not just episodic, you know, every episode is a progression towards something, you know, closure, bigger story, whatever. I felt like this kind of threw it off a little bit, this episode right here. But I still love the certain parts of the show. The dialogue is getting terrible.
That's
They
the other
don't
thing.
have enough time to have conversations.
There's no relationships between these characters, really. Like even the ones that, even the beginning of, like the first 3 episodes. Like I guess the only relationship we have is between him and Werner Herzog. You know, they have that somewhat of a dynamic.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe Carl Weathers to a certain extent. But that's it.
Yeah. I've been enjoying the show, but it's like, all right, it's event TV, and we don't have a whole lot of that. It's like this and Watchmen.
Yeah.
And I'm riding it and enjoying it, and keeping up with it because it's fun to talk about. I know people are going to talk about it, but
definitely.
the 8 episodes are in. It'll be okay. So what else you got?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. I just hope that this isn't. I think there's been some trappings here that they don't. For 3 episodes left, we don't need to be stopping to give fan service now.
Or side quests.
We don't.
I need to stop on Dagobah, and I need to stop on a snow planet and get
Hoth or whatever,
Hoth
you know.
getting hunted down by a snow beast or whatever.
Somewhere John Favreau's going. Oh shit.
It's like, really don't want that? But that's where Yoda was on Dagobah. We got to take the kid to, oh, no.
Yeah, I gotta go to Dagobah. Drop him off.
That's where his parents are. They looking for him.
And the only way to get there is to make a stop at Hoth.
That's right.
Yeah, and then when we get there, it's like,
That's my nephew. Yoda, brother, he was.